Hello everyone and welcome to Mr.MoFranchise. It's week 12 as Jacksonville will be taking on division opponent, the Tennessee Titans. As far as the roll this week to see how long I will be playing, I rolled a 2, so that's going to be a 5-minute quarter game, and then I have to roll to see which quarter I'm beginning in, and I rolled a 2, so I will be playing in the second quarter, and it's just 5-minute quarters, so this is going to be a short game, and I'm sure it'll be a low-scoring game at that. As far as the effect of winning or losing will go, we're away from the general manager this week. It's on to the media. If I win this game, I'm going to add a +5 to my media approval. If I lose this game, I will drop 5. This was an excellent week for scouting. I was able to unlock my highest of the year. 13 were unlocked. That was an excellent week of scouting. So I was able to unlock a lot of players and see what they are going to have for the upcoming draft. This was the best week ever for scouting. As far as the random event goes, this is called Defensive Star Play Rewarded. Revisit the Defensive Star column of all of the games played so far this year. The defensive player who's been named the most that you've named as defensive team captain. Edit this player to be a team captain, then change his player morale to 100. Well, I went back and looked at my games played so far, and Shaquille Quarterman was my defensive star for 5 out of the 10 games I played so far. So this was pretty easy for me. I have named Shaquille Quarterman, the Shaq Attack, as my new defensive team captain, and I have changed his player morale to 100. Well, that's all I have right now. Let's take it down to the action where the Jaguars travel to take on the Tennessee Titans. All right, so we have Jacksonville going to Tennessee. You'll remember back in week 3, Jacksonville lost to Tennessee 20-13. Remember, this is a second quarter start game. Each quarter will have 5 minutes in length. So what we're going to do is we're going to see the first quarter simulated here. Let's take it to the action. The kickoff goes to the Jaguars, who take a touchback. And already they have a penalty against them to make it 1st and 15. Short gain there for Armstead. Minshew with the incomplete pass, and that's going to make it 3rd and 13. And a very bad possession to start off for Jacksonville with the penalty and a 3-and-out. Here we see Tennessee returning with a 6-yard gain. You're going to see a lot of running this week, I'm guessing, with Tennessee. There's more running by Derrick Henry and a 1st down, and another run by Derrick Henry. You'll notice 3 runs in a row. There's 4 runs in a row for Tennessee. And a 1st down run there by Derrick Henry. Just notice the red bars there. Run, 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 run. Run again, this time by Tannehill. Not a single pass so far by Tennessee here in the first quarter. And another run by Tannehill. Not a single pass so far. And another run by Devontae Freeman. And Tennessee is knocking on the door. The first pass by Tennessee is incomplete. And they're going to kick the field goal by Stephen Gostkowski, former Patriot. And they're going to take the 3-0 lead with under 3 minutes to play. Another touchback for the Jaguars. A short gain on 1st down by Armstead. And a decent pass there to Josh Allen for 7 yards and a 1st down. Another good run there by Armstead for 5. And a penalty against the Jaguars for holding. Their offensive line has really hurt them this year. Nice pass there to DJ Chark. Incomplete pass there for Minshew, and the Jaguars will be forced to punt, and that's going to be a touchback for Cook. And Tennessee starts out with 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2 runs to start their possession. Not surprised. And a knockdown. And the Jaguars will get the ball back with just over 1 minute to play in the first quarter. 5-yard gain there by Armstead. And an injury to Daquan Jones for the Titans. Another short gain there by Armstead. It's going to bring it 3rd and short. And the Jaguars have an incomplete pass there. They're going to be forced to punt. That punt is returned for a very little gain. And the Titans will have it in good field position as the end of the first quarter nears. A 4-yard run by Henry, followed by a 4-yard run by Freeman. And that 3-yard run by Henry is going to give them a 1st down. That's going to take us to the start of the second quarter. And we're back to live action now. Going back to throw. He throws it, and that is knocked down by the Jaguars. Good play there. That brings up 2nd and 10.
Go!
And that pass is knocked down. That's going to be incomplete. It's going to make it 3rd and 10. Tannehill was unable to find his receiver there. Derrick Henry. Or Devontae Freeman, I think. Excuse me. That is completed, though. A first down there to Janu Smith. Nice catch there by Smith across the middle there. And that's going to give the Titans first down in field goal range already. Under 4.5 minutes to play. Man in motion, handoff. That was a fake. That is handed off to Derrick Henry, who gets nowhere. Good job by the Jaguars defense. 2nd and 11. Derrick Henry, he breaks a tackle, breaks another, forges ahead to pick up 9 yards there. That's going to make it 3rd down and 2, maybe 3. 3rd and very manageable here for Tannehill. Another man in motion. They're going to take it again, and that play is stopped. And that's going to force the Titans to kick a field goal with just over 3 minutes to play here in the first half. The kick is up, and Gostkowski nails another field goal, and that's going to give the Titans a 6-0 lead as we approach the end of the second quarter with just over 3 minutes to play. Bobo picks it out from the 5 and returns it to the 25 to 27, where he is brought down by a couple of Titans defenders. And we're going to pick it up here at 1st and 10 for Minshew at the 28-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Armstead. He breaks it. He runs. He's off to the races, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. No one's going to catch him, and he is going to have a touchdown. A 72-yard run by Raekwell Armstead. And the Jaguars have taken the lead, barring the extra point. Let's watch that replay. Armstead got through the line there. Give credit to the Jaguars' run blocking. Opened up a lane, and Armstead didn't look back. And he celebrates in the end zone. And just like that, the Jaguars have gone from 6-0 to take the lead as soon as they make this extra point. Let's go ahead and watch the extra point here. That is good by McCrane. And the Jaguars take the 7-6 lead. Quick striking offense there for the Jaguars. Not afraid. We've said a lot this year. Pick it up here at the 25 after the touchback. Small gain there for the Titans to pick up the 4. That's going to make it 2nd and medium. Hand off to Derrick Henry. Very little gain there. That's going to make it 3rd down and probably 5. 5 or 6. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here in Tennessee, where the Titans find themselves down 7-6. Picking up the action at 3rd and 6. Tannehill drops back, scans the field, dumps it off, and that's going to be a first down after several missed tackles. And that is going to be to Janu Smith again. And now we're going to be in the hurry-up are the Titans. And they're dropping back the pass out of the shotgun. Another jump off to Derrick Henry. For a small gain, the clock is moving. That's going to take us under a minute 20 to go. Tannehill drops back the pass. He throws it. That was going to be caught once again by Janu Smith. And they're going to call timeout after that. And that will take us to 1 minute to go in the first half. Titans are trying to drive for at least take the lead field goal. A dump off here to Derrick Henry. He's going to be tackled in bounds. What a great tackle there by number 36, Harrison. Ronnie Harrison for the Jaguars. And that's going to force the Titans to burn a timeout. 2nd and 12. Pass across the middle. That's going to be a first down to Corey Davis. The Titans ball. Clock is ticking. 30 seconds to go. Dump off. And that is going to be a very small gain to Devontae Freeman. 26 seconds left to go in the first half. Tannehill drops back the pass. He's going to dump it across the middle. It's going to be a broken tackle. Janu Smith, nice job there to break the tackle. But that's going to force the Titans to burn their last timeout. And what will they do? It looks like they're going to set up for the field goal. So with 15 seconds left to go, Steven Gostkowski to give the Titans the lead, and he does. All field goals for the Titans for the first half, and that's going to give them the 9-7 lead. Here's the kickoff nearing the end of the first half. Bobo catches it at the 8. He returns it to the 20, and he'll stop at the 25-yard line, where he looks like he's going to be injured. Bobo's had several injuries this year. Nothing that's kept him off for an extended period of time, but that is another injury that he's dealt with. And they're going to, looks like he's got dealing with a foot issue, perhaps. They're going to take him to the locker room. The Jaguars have the ball with 9 seconds to go. Minshew drops back the pass, and he is sacked. No, he breaks the sack, but then he's sacked. Good teamwork by the Titans, and that's going to take us in the locker room, where the Titans lead 9-7. And here we are in the third quarter. No halftime show this week. And the Titans will take the touchback, and that's where we'll start with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. The Titans up by 2. First play of the second half. Derrick Henry, good run there. Solid run. Second and 6. That's the good tackle now for Ron Harrison. Play action by Tannehill, and he is going to be brought down, and brought down hard. Nice play there. It's third and long for the Titans. Tannehill has lots of time. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man open. And incomplete. Oh, it looked like he might have the connection there to Corey Davis, but the throw was a little off. Jaguars pitch a break there that Tannehill couldn't find the open receiver, Corey Davis. There was some separation. And that punt's going to be kicked out of bounds, and that's where the Jaguars start at their own 27 with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. She drops back the pass. He's going to throw into the flat to Ryan Armstead. Armstead picks up a couple yards there. And that's going to make it 2nd and 6. Second and 6, hand off to Ryan Armstead. He breaks into the first down and more. Nice little juke there by Armstead. He's had a great game on the ground. That's going to give the Jaguars the first down near midfield. Man in motion. And that's going to be handed off to Chart Jr. He will get very little. The Titans saw that clearly on film footage. That play was going nowhere in a hurry. 2nd and 10, under 3 minutes to play. Minshew is sacked, brought down by Bennett for the Titans. 30-17, Minshew looking to go deep. And that ball is caught by Johnson. A first down for the Jaguars. What a great throw by Minshew that had to be placed just in the right spot. And it was. Great play there to Colin Johnson. First down, that pass is made to Laviska Shenault for the completion of 7 yards. And that's going to lead to Minshew. The handoff to Armstead. And he gets another first down. Armstead looking great in this game. He's broke 100 yards. Rarely has that happened this year. First down to Armstead. He's going to run it again. He breaks through and gets another first down. Great vision there by Ryan Armstead to pick up the first down. Used his block well. And that's going to give the Jaguars the ball at the 10. They're going to hand it off to fan favorite Sam Rogers, and he picks up 7 yards, and that's going to make it 2nd and 3. Hand off to Ozigbo, who gets nowhere. He actually loses 2 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal from the 5, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter, where the Jaguars are trailing by 2, but in field goal range, at least, if not looking for more here. A touchdown would be favored. Minshew has a man open, but he doesn't see him. He scrambles out. He's going to run and get sacked. Bennett again with the sack, and that's going to lead the Jaguars to attempt a very short field goal. The kick is up. And McCrane is good, and that's going to give the Jaguars a 10-9 lead with under 4.5 minutes to play. After the touchback, the Titans will start at their own 25. And he'll back to throw. He's going to throw it under his receiver. Aim that more at his legs, and it's going to make it 2nd and 10. That pass to A.J. Brown, but the incompletion forces 2nd and 10. That is a completion, though, however, and that is a first down once again to Smith. He's having a great day for Tennessee so far, and the crowd is starting to feel a comeback here. All they need is the field goal to take the lead. 1st and 10 near midfield. Tannehill scans the field, dumps it off, and that is going to be a completion to Devonta Freeman, but for very little gain. That's going to make it 2nd and 9. Derrick Henry checks back in, and that pass is thrown across the middle to Anthony Frickster. And he's going to have a good gain there. That's going to make it 3rd and very short. 3rd and 3. Derrick Henry cannot break the tackle. And the Titans are forced to punt under 3 minutes to go. That's going to be a touchback. Can the Jaguars hold on to this lead under 3 minutes to play? Matthew Days with a good first start there. Pickup of 9. That's going to give the Jaguars 2nd and very short under 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Minshew's going to take it all the way down to the 2:07 mark, where he hands it off, and that is going to be stopped short by the Titans at the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 3, a critical 3rd down here for the Jaguars. A 1st down here, and they can try to wrap things up. If they can't get the 1st down, the Titans get the ball back, and a field goal will win it for them. Minshew throws, and that is knocked down. And they're going to be forced to punt. In comes Cook for the punt. Cook gets off a good punt here, all the way to the 17-yard line. And a great form tackle there by the Jaguars. So it's 2-minute offense time for the Titans. They're going to start with a handoff, a draw play. Catches the Jaguars off guard there. Evans with a 9-yard gain, and that's going to make it 2nd and 1. The clock is ticking to about a minute and a half left to go. Tannehill throws it incomplete. I think he was just getting rid of that. That stops the clock. It's 3rd and 1. Tannehill realizes he doesn't need a touchdown, he just needs a field goal. And here's a sack by the Jaguars. What a critical play for the Jaguars defense. That's going to make it 4th and 7. Here's the pass, and it is knocked down by Chris Claybrooks. And that's going to give the Jaguars the ball at the 20. And now it's just time to run out the clock. Run some timeouts here for the Titans. Titans call their 2nd timeout. Right here, the Jaguars just want to hold on to the ball, run the clock, and force the Titans to use all their timeouts. 2nd down, Armstead. And there's the last timeout used by the Titans. With a minute 15 to play. So here I'm guessing that the Jaguars will run the ball and run the clock. Armstead, very little gain, but that wasn't the purpose. That's going to give him 130 yards on the day. And that's going to run the clock probably to about under 40 seconds left to go. And that's where McCrane will kick the field goal to give the Jaguars a 4-point lead if he can make it. The kick is up, and it is good. And with 30 seconds to go, the Jaguars take a 13-9 lead. Can they hold the Titans and get their 2nd win of the season? Here comes the kickoff from Cook. It is deep, and the Titans will probably take the touchback to save some time. They will. So Tannehill will have 75 yards to go and 30 seconds to do it in, and no timeouts on top of that. Can Ryan Tannehill lead his team to the comeback victory, or will the Jaguars secure their 2nd win of the year? Let's find out. Ryan Tannehill, 1st and 10 from their 25. The home crowd wants the comeback, but will they be able to get it? Tannehill drops back to pass. He's going to throw, and that is going to be caught, and the receiver gets out of bounds. What a great play there by the Titans and Adam Humphries to not only get good yardage all the way to the 46, but to get his feet out of bounds. They got a huge chunk there, and they still have 25 seconds left to go. Tannehill back. He scrambles out. He throws across the middle, and that is caught. No, it's dropped. What a huge knockdown there by the Jaguars. Trey Herndon on the stop there. Here's the throw down the middle, and it is dropped. It looked like a catch. I'm not sure if time would have been still available, though. And there is an offsides by the Jaguars, giving a free 5 yards to the Titans. You don't want to do that, Chasen. You don't want to give them 5 yards here. That gives the Titans midfield with 15 seconds left to go. They've got time here for a Hail Mary. Tannehill drops back. He throws it across the middle. That is knocked down, and that's going to leave it to 4th and 5. Probably good news for the Titans that that was knocked down. I think they would have ran out of time. So Tannehill has time for the Hail Mary at midfield. He drops back. 8 seconds to go. He has time. He throws it. That ball, there's a lot of people down there. It is caught! Dropped! It is dropped. Let's watch the replay and see how close this was. This was in a Jaguars hand and then a Titans hand, I believe. Let's watch the replay. Look at this. Brown has the ball in his possession. Let's watch the replay and show how close this was to being a dagger in the hearts of Jaguars fans. Let's watch the replay here. Let's zoom in. Notice, here comes the ball. It looks like A.J. Brown is the one that's going to have the best chance. Now let's see if we can't zoom the camera here. Look at how close this was to being a great comeback here by the Titans. The ball is in the air. Let's move the angle a little bit. Switch it around. That is in the possession of the... Look at that. That is in the possession of their receiver. Now, it wasn't Brown at that point. It was Jonnu Smith, who's been a huge part of their offense. But Smith has the ball in his hands. And then the Jaguars are able to barely knock it out. But then it's in the hands of Davis. And if he catches that, he would have had the touchdown. That could have been caught by three players for the Titans. Unfortunately, the Jaguars, the cardiac kids themselves, they take a knee. Minshew, the best formation in football, and that is your ball game. The Jacksonville Jaguars pick up their second win of the season. What a crazy play at the end there. Oh, that would have been just terrible for Jaguars fans, and this place would have erupted. But the Titans lose the game, and Jacksonville wins their second game in 3 weeks. Let's look at Minshew's stats. Nothing to write home about. Only 47 yards of passing for Minshew, but really this game was won on the ground. Raquel Armstead, 12 carries for 130 yards and a touchdown. One of the best games of the year for the running game of this Jaguars team. He averaged 10.8 yards per carry, obviously helped by that long run that he had. For receiving, there is nothing to write home there, but Johnson did have that one great catch for 21 yards. That was a big catch in the game. On defense, Rodney Harrison had 7 tackles and 1 for loss. Well, that is all we have here for defense. You know, Allen threw in a sack as well as Jacobs. But that's going to be all here from Jacksonville and Tennessee, where the Jaguars pick up their second win of the year in incredible fashion on the Hail Mary that almost was. Let's take a look at the injury that we have for the Jaguars. Bobo was hurt, and that was a leg issue, and he's going to be out for 7 weeks with a dislocated ankle. So the Jaguars are going to need a new return man. Bobo is out probably for the year. And now we're going to go to contract negotiations. The way I do it in my franchise is, in order to have negotiations start, you have to roll against your player personnel director's negotiations number. And I did roll that number, and I was successful. So looking at his contract negotiations number, his number is a 95. I have a Hall of Fame negotiator. And so I was able to roll a number that was in that range, and that allowed me to have a contract negotiations with board. If I had rolled a 96 through 100, I'd have to wait until the following week to see if those negotiations would go through. So that's how I do it in my game, to just try to add a little bit of spice to the contract negotiations instead of just click, click, click. But I did successfully make CJ Board's negotiation roll, because I do have a Hall of Fame negotiations, and so I was able to offer him a deal, although I catered it more to be the deal that I was looking to have. And so for CJ Board here, he was looking for an offer that would be at 2 years, total $7.18 million, approximately. And I said, no, let's give you 1 year with no signing bonus. And he said, yes, I'll take that. And so I want to see, you know, I'm not sold on Board, but I thought for 1 year that was worth doing. So we have CJ Board signed for a 1 year deal. So another close game for the Jacksonville Jaguars, but this time they eke out the win, 13-9. And if you remember, this was worth 5 for GM approval, which I certainly need, as I was currently down -19. But after this win, I am down to -14 GM. So that is an improvement. So good job there, Jaguars. Well, that is all I have for you this week. If you could, please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button and tell a friend about what's going on here in Jacksonville as we pick up our second win of the season. Next week, we have a home game taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.